Hello there, Gemini. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your June 2021 forecast. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy birthday to all my Geminis out there that have already celebrated a birthday or will be over the month of June. It is definitely your season, and as I am recording this, we have the Sun, Mercury, and Venus moving through your sign right now. So you're definitely supercharged in the planets. If you're interested in knowing more about the astrological patterns, Gemini, I did make a video that goes over all of the planetary transits and movements for the whole month of June. So definitely check that out, because just to save time for each one of the individual readings, so I don't have to go over every bit of those, I will just be addressing the main transits that are important to your sign. But if you want to know the overall, which of course relates to all signs of the zodiac, do check that video out. It's going to be the astrology forecast for June 2021 in my postings. So let's go ahead and get into your cards, Gemini. Most of June we will be experiencing a Mercury retrograde. I just want to point that out very quickly. So that definitely affects you. It is also a retrograde in your sign of Gemini, so it will definitely have a big impact on my little twin stars out there. Do keep that in mind as you make decisions over this following month until Mercury goes direct. And I believe that's on the 22nd. Let me look at my notes again. Yes, that is the Tuesday, 22nd of June is when Mercury goes direct. Something I'll also point out to you, Gemini, astrologically, is that if you're born, if you're having a birthday during the Mercury retrograde, which the bulk of my Geminis will be, keep in mind that that solar return, that happens every year on your birthday when the sun returns to the same degree that it was in when you were born. So most of you will be having your solar return, your birthday charts, drawn up under that Mercury retrograde. So I'll say my biggest point of advice for you guys, because I've certainly had solar returns and birthdays where there's been a Mercury retrograde going on, and the best thing that you can do for this year ahead, having that pattern in your current year's energy, is to do things that have been successful for you before. It's not really the greatest time to deviate into something huge and new, but do things that have brought you luck before. Do things that have worked out to your success or your benefit in the past. Do those again, because retrograde energy is all about the redo, the review, and kind of doing the same things that have been good for you before. All right, Gemini. So as always, these are general readings. If you don't find they resonate with you, check the placements of your personal chart to get more messages out of these readings. And if you're interested in a personal read with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information will be down below in that description box. So let's see what we've got, Gemini. I'm going to start out with some oracle cards. We're going to do a full reading for you today. We're going to do a full Celtic cross with the tarot as well. And we're going to start out with some oracle for your major energies of the month. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please show us what you have in store for our beautiful Geminis for their birthday month of June 2021. Let's see whatever messages and guidance they need for their highest good, please. All right, Gemini, and this is a great card for this kind of month's energy because it is the keyword of patience. That's what's coming up for you for June. So remember patience. Remember, this is for the long haul. Things might be a little frustrating in the short term. When your ruling planet is going retrograde in your own sign, you're certainly going to feel it, and you will need to have patience throughout that. You may also definitely want to be double checking your communication, things that you say, messages that you send. Many times the wires get crossed during a retrograde, so just keep in mind to keep those lines of communication as open as possible, and be patient with yourself and others, because everybody feels a little more confused and off-kilter during Mercury's retro. So let's get into the numerology cards. We're going to pull one main number up for Gemini. Let's see what that's going to be for June, please. Look at that. Ooh, a time of healing. Check that out. Double up on the 6-6. Gemini, interesting info about the number 6. Number 6, to me, I always associate that with a lot of love. And funny enough, I associate it with you because the Lover's card in the tarot is the number 6, and the Lover's card is the Gemini card in the tarot. It's like the major Gemini card. So to me, this could be huge healing of relationship dynamics. You know, the 6 sitting next to the 6, it's like lover sitting next to lover. You add up those two 6s, you get a 12. Add the 1 and 2, you get a 3, and you are the 3rd sign of the zodiac. This is a lot of cool synchronicity happening in that numerology for you this month. So, you know, think about healing love dynamics, relationship dynamics, communication between you and others. If it's not a love situation, Gemini, this could really as well be healing those two twin sides of yourself and bringing them back into balance. Let's get into a gemstone and chakra card. Let's see which one of these is activated strongest for you this month. Oh, this is a perfect reading for you so far, Gemini. This couldn't be better. The fluorite is the perfect crystal for Gemini. Absolutely. It is a third eye chakra. To me, there couldn't be much more of a perfect chakra. It rules, you know, that mental body. It rules the intellect. Helping the mind to be clearer is really what comes up with fluorite. It's excellent for focus, not getting distracted. If you have to study or pay attention to something or be patient with something, this is a wonderful crystal to use. Gemini, to me, it is one of the best for you, so I'm really excited to see that one coming up. Fluorite is also a relatively inexpensive crystal, so definitely look into getting yourself some and work with that through this month of June. It is also bringing up the keyword of spirit guides, so this may as well be a little message to some of you that your spirit guides or passed on loved ones may be trying to communicate with you even stronger. And when you keep that third eye, you know, clear and a little more worry-free, not so bogged down with excessive thoughts, you're going to be able to hear those messages much clearer. Let's get into one spirit guide or guardian that's going to be coming up for you, Gemini, for this month of June. Oh yes, Charity is coming up as your spirit guide for the month, and that is the key of prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. This is really tying into that spirit guides of the fluorite. This is really staying in tune with your angels, your guardians, your passed on ancestors, because this is really saying be patient. Maybe you've been putting your intentions and your request out for quite some time, and it's like, just hang in there. They do hear you, Gemini. Sometimes we just have to wait for their timing. I know how that is. Even as a really patient Capricorn, I know how tough that can be sometimes to have to keep waiting. Let's get into your tarot now. Let's see what we've got as your full spread for this month of June, dear angels. Let's see what we have for our Geminis out there, June 2021. What do we have for them? What kind of story is playing out for Gemini, please? Nice, a lot of fire in here. Wow. Wow, Gemini. These are some great cards. Right in the center, we have the King of Wands. So to me, the central theme, what you're really feeling at the heart of all this, is really going after getting what you want. Like, you really want to take the leadership role. You want to move in the direction of your dreams. This is Aries energy. So you may be dealing with that feeling of impatience, wanting things to move faster. That's very likely why that patience card showed up, because it's reminding you, Gemini, you may want to go super fast, but you might have a few little detours or things you got to take care of along the way. But overall, it's a very powerful energy of leadership and going after what you really want. So just hang in there. If it's moving a little slower than you'd like, don't worry about it too much. This is just saying you're on the right track, Gemini, but it's just going to take a little time. A little balance. Yeah, and I do feel like you're creating something very long lasting, very powerful. We've got our Empress card here. That's Taurus and Libra energy. It's balanced, creative. This is someone who knows how to create, knows how to nurture a project to its fruition. So hang in there. This is a nice energy. This is very, very positive. To me, the Empress is all about that divine love as well, because she is Venus ruled. And so it's like this is also nurturing what it is that you really want. What is it, and how are you going to get there? How are you going to manifest it? How are you going to take the steps that bring it about? And you got to put the love into it, Gemini. You got to put the love and the passion and the time, right? You know, can't rush the process. In the immediate past, we've got the 10 of Wands. So I do feel like you've either gone through a very difficult or trying time, or you're currently going through it and trying to put it down, because this is a difficult or burdensome cycle coming full circle. This is that feeling of just working very hard, maybe having taken on too much. There's a need for balance in your life because of it. And so it's really that time to kind of put down that heavy burden that's on your shoulders. Yeah, that's a big one there. And the World. Ooh, so Gemini, if you've already completed this cycle, it was a big deal. And yes, it was very heavy, because we do have our World card here. The World card is Saturn energy, so it's Capricorn. It really shows that you've worked through something very hard, and it is one door closing and another door opening. The World card is those big cycles of life, big conclusions, you know, that come full circle. So it's really powerful. And it also has that Taurus energy in it, has all the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. And so I feel like, you know, we just completed Taurus season, and with that, there might have been something big and burdensome that you decided to put down, or something that's come full circle. Some of you may have even quit a job, or quit, you know, some kind of circumstance where you just said, I can't do this anymore. I'm exhausted. Going into the future, we have the Star card. This is Aquarius energy, and it's one of the most positive cards of the tarot. So to me, that is success. It's victory after struggle. It's freedom. It's liberation. It's the potential of your dreams and wishes and hopes to come true. The light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, it is. So I feel like this is just a super positive read already. I feel like a lot of the most difficult stuff is behind you. Let's clarify the Star for Gemini, please. And the Strength card. Very interesting balance, because Aquarius is the opposite equal sign of Leo. Yes, and there's that Leo energy coming up with the Strength card. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius or Leo. We do have a lot of signs on this reading. We do. We have a ton represented. Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Capricorn, Aquarius again, more Taurus, more Leo, and a little bit of Scorpio. So there's a lot of signs on this reading that this could be relating to. But the interesting thing as an astrologer is I know that the houses of Leo and Aquarius represent love given and love received. And we are talking a little bit here about healing and balancing something emotional within yourself. How you give love, how you receive love, those two dynamics. I feel like, of course, you know, Gemini, you being a dual sign, having those two very distinct sides of yourself, you are always working on that blending and balancing as well on a personal level. But I love these two cards. The Star and the Strength are both very powerful, and they really do, to me, show that there's a resilience that emerges in you. You realize that you're stronger and braver, and you have more courage than you probably realized. On the bottom, look at this. This is what you're focused on. And we already had a lot of this energy at the center of the reading as well with that King of Wands. We got the Ace of Wands here on the bottom. So I feel that you're very focused on brand new life, brand new opportunities. There's a lot of wands. We've got the 10, the King, and the Ace. So I feel like you've let go of something that was really heavy or really difficult, and you are very focused. You really want to have these new changes, and you really want to move into them very rapidly, because that fire energy is very quick moving. But that patience card that we go back to says, Gemini, you might just have to wait a little longer, but don't lose your enthusiasm. Don't lose that fire. You're going to need it, and it's going to help you to manifest things as you go into the future. So keep the fires burning, babies, but don't rush the process too much. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands for you. Three of Pentacles, you gotta work for it. That's what it is. You want these bold, brand new beginnings. Three of Pentacles is telling you, Gemini, you're gonna have to work for it. You might have to work with other people. This is definitely that community coming together to create something as a team. So if you've got people that can help you achieve your dreams, don't hesitate to reach out to them. Or if people are saying, hey, Gemini, I know you've been trying to get this done, let them help you. Let them help you. That is a very positive card because it tells you you have help at your disposal that you may not even be thinking about just yet. On the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit is our Six of Swords. So Gemini, you are leaving behind some difficulty, chaos, and Spirit is really encouraging you to continue to do so. If you've left a difficult relationship or a job or something that was really, might have been hard to leave it in some ways, might have been tough to leave it, but you're going to feel so much better once you make that head and heart decision to jump in that boat, head away from those dark clouds and towards the smoother waters. And I love that in this card on the boat, it says Vita Nova. So it really means new life because you're heading to a new life. So don't be, don't be discouraged if it's not happening quite as fast. That's the feeling I have, is that Spirit's really reminding you this is a process. You've made the decision to move towards a new life and away from something painful. And it won't be built overnight, but I think it will be built. You've got some beautiful, beautiful future cards to look forward to. Let's clarify the Six of Swords, please. Wow, the sun, there it is, my Geminis. I love this reading. Oh my goodness. So like literally you're heading towards the sun. I said the star is one of the most positive cards of the tarot. Well, the sun is the other one. So you've got both of them in this reading. I love how this is positioned. You are literally moving towards those bright new beginnings, those happier days. Wow. You've just got to do a little work here. Stay patient, stay the course. But this is one of the nicest readings. Oh my goodness, it's so sweet, so beautiful. Let's get into a little advice for you to help you navigate all this, Gemini. Yeah. I do feel that. This is... So here we go. Suggested approach is the balance card. Sagittarius energy, that is the opposite sign from you. We just had our big full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Sagittarius, Gemini, so that definitely had a big impact on especially your relationship lives and your mutual contracts and agreements. So I think for a lot of you, you may have ended a contract, you may have ended an agreement, you may have ended a relationship. For some of you, I get the feeling too, it could have been a job that you left, but this is really bringing you back to that sense of balance. Again, just like the star, this brings in that energy of resiliency because this is the same as the Temperance card in the traditional tarot, and Temperance is all about realizing you're so much stronger than you knew you were. It's also an energy of good luck because it is Sagittarian. But yet again, I feel this through this whole reading is that there's this balance between the two sides of yourself, Gemini, and coming to peace with how to satisfy both twins. Maybe it's having two jobs. Maybe it's having more to do than just one thing. That's going to make you so much happier. And many times as well, Temperance is about blending and balancing the ideas and the energies of two different people. So it's a really beautiful card. Let's clarify this for you on your suggested approach. Two of Wands, yeah, and this could be a partnership. This could even be a brand new partnership. Could be with an Aries or a Sagittarius fire sign. This could be either romantic, work-related. I could see it being, you know, one of those two or maybe even both, because the Two of Wands many times brings in a partnership that's very fortuitous. It also shows that you're making decisions. You know, it's like, which door should I take? Should I go through this one or that one? Maybe you could have them both, Gemini. With these kind of cards, you probably could. What you need to know, we do have the Four of Pentacles here, and I think for a lot of folks these days, this is a legitimate concern. This is that scarcity concern. This is that feeling of like, do I have enough resources to carry me through? Do I have to really hold on tight to my money? Not always being sure, you know, what's going on in that area. So it's really telling you to manage your resources wisely. Don't hold on to them too tight, but also don't spend frivolously. That's the feeling I have on this, because what I feel about this reading is a lot of y'all are in this transition where you've either left a job, a relationship, some kind of situation, and you're building this brand new life, and it's super positive, and it has all this great, you know, vision for the long term. But right now, you know, you're just working it. You're just working at it. And right now, you know, it's like you may be kind of on that shoestring budget. So it is for some of you a time to kind of just be more mindful around the financial area. And the Knight of Cups. Woo! So this could be, this could be somebody as well thinking about making a relationship offer to you or a love offer to you, or vice versa, you thinking about making a love offer to them. And some of them are literally thinking, but I don't even have enough money to take them out. Or something like that. I just get this feeling like I really want to go out with this person, but I don't have extra money to spend on a coffee date or a dinner date. So Gemini, take that as you know, maybe it resonates to you or your situation, because if it's a true good love offer, find something fun and inexpensive to do, you know? Don't let, you know, being careful with your finances limit you from going out with somebody that you really feel connected to. In the hopes and fears. I've been in that situation before, so it's just kind of tickling me. I can't help it. You know, this is going to be one of those walk in the park dates. It would be totally awesome, though. Don't let that stand in your way. Hopes and fears position is the Page of Cups. So to me, this is that sort of hope that you'll hear from somebody special, fearing maybe you won't. So try to keep your mind and your heart open here, because this is definite love communication. And I would also be very patient with that, because during Mercury retrogrades, they are notorious for miscommunication or people missing messages entirely. It's a thing where you think you've sent text or email and you think they're ignoring you, but they never even got the message. So before you get upset or react, just double check. Did you get my message? Three of Wands. And also I would say, Gemini, it's probably best this month to let people come to you rather than to chase them down, simply because the Three of Wands is there. If you've, you know, made an offer or you've made your intention clear, if you haven't heard back, just kind of let it go, you know, and if they're interested, they'll come back, right? That's the way I feel about that. On the outcome, yes, this is what I've been feeling through this whole read, is this Eight of Cups is like, you've walked out the door of something or other in your life and you're headed towards a better future. The Eight of Cups is someone leaving behind a situation that's not emotionally or spiritually fulfilling, or, you know, doesn't give them, you know, the completion that they sought, you know, and looking for more from life than just the everyday mundane experience. You know, this could be you walking away from that job towards something that you really want to be doing. That's the energy of this card. So let's see what clarifies it. It's a powerful card, because you're going towards the wish fulfillment. You're going towards the star, right? Towards the Nine of Cups. And look at that. Yes, Ace of Cups, because there it is. Leaving behind something that isn't emotionally or spiritually fulfilling. And the Ace of Cups is that emotional and spiritual fulfillment in a big, big way, offered directly from the divine. So I would not lose heart. Gemini, if you feel like you're experiencing any stalls or any delays, hang in there. This is an absolutely awesome reading. It really is great. And I'm happy that it came up for your birthday month too. On the bottom, we have the Strength card coming up again. So stay strong. Follow your heart. Be brave. Be brave. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Share very similar to the Empress here. This is a building energy. It's a building month. I have a feeling a lot of y'all may be leaving jobs to go to a new job, or you may be starting your own business this month. Leaving old relationships that weren't right for you. More of it moving towards, you know, friendships and love relationships that could be way, way more fulfilling and authentic to your soul. This is just a nice month. Don't lose the fire in your heart. Don't lose the passion for creating these new beautiful beginnings, Gemini. But hang in there, because there's going to be a little bit of stop and start going on because of that retrograde. But you're heading towards the sun. You're heading towards the star. This is so beautiful. Let's get an affirmation on this, please, for Gemini. Yeah, I do feel like this too, right? We have the surprise on the horizon. Yeah, there could be some really fortuitous or unexpected things that come through for you. So expect a nice surprise, Gemini. Don't be surprised if something good happens or somebody that is really just going to help you out along your journey this month pops up. Very nice. Happy birthday to you guys. I hope you enjoyed your session, and I will be seeing y'all again very soon. Take care.